best friends, got each other's back. We used to cruise around with a bass to the max. Everyone in school, while I was in the lab, cooking up some beats that would turn into tracks. High school chillin', I was on a mission. I had bigger dreams of being a musician. Teachers always talked, but I couldn't seem to listen. I lived in a fantasy land, they called it fiction. But I was gonna be big one day, playing shows on the road to a sold out stage. Nobody really cared or believed I would make it anywhere close, I would fail and fade. But that's cool, I love that, cause any little doubt gives me energy back. And now, I'm in a place where I'm glad I never gave up on the dreams I had. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. Yeah, let's go. So if you want something big, you gotta swing fast, swing hard and commit. You might miss 10 times, but when you hit, just make sure that you get all of it, okay? People at the top took risks. Investing and testing is all that they did. It's not complicated, it just takes grit. So never give up, take a swing at it. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing. And big dreams lead to big things, and big swings lead to big rings. Championships or the big screen, anyone who did anything took a big swing.
Hey guys, what is up? The Pick and Roll Podcast, episode 148. Blaze, how you doing, man?
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Trying something a little different tonight.
What kind of headset is that?
Can you hear that?
What kind of headset?
Did you hear that?
I heard a what? Okay. Okay. So what? Are we gonna do sound effects all day now? Are we gonna do sound effects all day now? Because I could do the same.
Awesome!
I could do the same thing.
Awesome!
I love
Why?
it. So great.
All right, let me change the
You guys
video
are
here.
so great.
This is my soundboard that I use for my other show, and I realized I have it hooked up to my PlayStation 5, and I was like, I can just hook it up to my PC and use all this stuff.
Oh, it did that little. I know what you're talking about. What is up, Will, Daniel, Ryan? We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. So, Blaze,
guy
you want
right
to
here.
start off with what you wanted to talk about last night?
You probably can't see it.
Oh, I can see it.
This is my soundboard.
Yeah.
It was only
Yeah,
like 30 bucks.
What happened to the other thing you had?
I did this. I shot
Yeah,
it.
what happened to the other thing?
I did this.
You got rid of it.
Wasn't
So
working.
we know. Okay, we're on the same page.
This works.
So
a
you
lot.
got rid of the thing I'm thinking of.
What thing?
The small little thing. Oh, you still have it. Hey,
Baby.
I like that. I like that one.
I'm
I
not
like
used to having a headset on, and yeah, I got a bunch of notes for rant.
You want to start off with that, or do you want to start off with your player of the week? You pick.
I don't have a player of the week. I haven't paid as much attention.
For me, it's Con Knipple.
he's in line for rookie of the year right now by far, and
Yeah, that's mine.
he's breaking records and blowing people away. I mean, it's even though he's a Dookie, and me and you don't like Dookies, but here, see, I can't do this and hide it now because I used to put it up to the mic, so now everyone sees.
Oh, Rios is at work. Okay.
Hey, he's out there getting it. I love it. Can't hear you though.
Here you go.
You're muted.
Nada.
No, you're muted for real.
No,
No, we still can't hear you.
I'm so jealous. It's cold here.
It's cold here too. I can't stand it.
It's like what, 50s?
So speaking of 50s, for those that don't know, I'm 52. I've had broken collarbone, broken vertebrae in my back and my neck, and so now I'm arthritis everywhere. So when it gets cold, I'm in pain like nonstop. So it's been very frustrating. Then I woke up with a pulled muscle in my neck. You know, it's like, welcome to winter. And here in Western Pennsylvania, hey, got him.
There
Can
he
you guys hear
is.
me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got off early today, but so my car is wrecked, so I had to walk to the grocery store, and it's a pain in the ass.
Oh snap! You
Oh, shit.
like
Yeah.
carrying all your groceries back home?
No, just the essentials.
Oh.
Yeah, I got food at home. I said I don't have any beer, and I don't want to pay $30 for Uber Eats. I was like, nah, I just walk. It's only like a mile away.
I'm always in charge of the drinks for our family Thanksgiving. So I had to go to the grocery store today to get a bunch of like soda pop and stuff like that, and a couple bottles of wine, because now our grocery stores have wine here in Pennsylvania. Thank God, finally getting with the program. So that was an adventure. But the real adventure was the basketball game last night that everybody's crying about.
You want to start off with that?
I'll start out with it with a preface of nobody wants to lose that way. And I get it. Philadelphia fans just came off of, I hate to remind you, came off of a loss to the Cowboys, a horrible loss, come from behind. So now Philly fans have to deal with the biggest deficit in the NBA season. I did my research last night.
Is it really? Wow.
There were 3 games that were 30-point games, but they were all like understood, like Thunder versus Hornets and stuff like that. This one was not supposed to be a blowout, right? But, and don't mistake my rant for excuses, because, oh Lord, we got a lot of excuses out there from Philly fans. All right. So me and Mitch were having fun last night at the end of their stream. I went and popped into some other Philly streamers. I checked out Halftime and other people. And I've been in games where you're down 40, 50 points. It takes the life out of your team. It makes you want to give up. I'm going to give credit to a couple people that didn't give up. Andre Drummond didn't give up. You know, the fight.
Right.
By the way, you know who he was trying to fight? It's Angel Reese's boyfriend.
Who?
No.
Carter Jr. is Angel Reese's boyfriend.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. I mean, Draymond Green's boyfriend. I mean, Angel Reese. I get Draymond Green and Angel Reese. I get them all confused.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, Draymond Green. Once again, I did it last week. And what are you going to do about it? I'm going to call you Angel Green. So I started taking notes because there was so much out there. It's a horrible way to win. It's terrible. But I'm not going to use embarrassing, disgrace, or disgusting.
Oops. You saw my title. Oops.
Whoops.
That's too much. That's all right.
I agree, but you
You're a
know.
Philly fan, so I understand why. I'm a Pittsburgh Sixers fan. By the way,
Yeah.
you guys remember these jerseys? Bring these ones back.
Oh, I want those. Yes.
Right.
A fella everywhere. Cowboy John.
My
that's
Cowboy
Cowboys.
fan. Yeah, that's my guy,
I'm giving
Ryan.
the Cowboys fan a little props because the Cowboys started this problem by coming back and beating the Eagles. Horrible loss. Then last
That was
night,
terrible.
yeah, I mean, and it happens. I love the video I shared in the Hardcore Sports Network of, I forget what ESPN guy it was, but he said, Eagles fans, he took a page out of old Aaron Rodgers.
Relax.
RELAX. You're still in first place in your division. You're still gonna probably go to the Super Bowl. You're still, so it's a bad loss. It's terrible. No one wants to lose that way. Last night we saw Anthony Black explode and play out of his ass without their major star, Paolo Banchero, right?
Yep.
Let's talk about who the Sixers were missing. Once again, not an excuse, but you're missing. I'm not even talking about Embiid and PG because I've said this a million times. They don't need them to win. You're 5-1 without them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was all up in arms. Look at VJ. Look at these guys. Wait till we get McCain. Wait till we get McCain's another one I'm going to give props to. He did not give up.
I love
finding
McCain.
his
Yep.
shot again, and they didn't stop. They didn't completely give up. You got to see Janiah Broom and a couple people off the bench come and play a little bit, which is healthy. And it's early in the night. Butterfly's a big Cowboy fan too, so they started it. Shout out to Butterfly. So
I'll be right back.
Here's where I really started to get not upset, but I started to laugh. Like me and Mitch were like, I don't want to switch up.
Oh, I got you. There we go.
So,
I was like, wait, what are you doing?
So here, the first and foremost, I want to say, basketball is a team sport, right? I mean, we didn't forget that, did we? We found out last night how valuable Kelly Oubre, VJ Edgecombe, and Adem Bona are.
Yeah.
That's what I took out of it. Not, the season's over. Fire all the coaches. Blame the owner. That's the one that drew me nuts. Here's my point. Can you be frustrated in the contracts that they signed? Hell yeah.
Yep.
But if you're going to blame the owners when we lose, you should be praising the owners when we win. When they were 5-1, Mitch, how many Sixers Twitter and stuff did you see people going, props to the upper management for the Sixers?
Yep.
Nobody. So if you're allowed, every fan is allowed to their opinion. Scream as loud as you can. Get as mad as you want. But if you're going to say blame the owners after a bad loss like that, you have to play both sides of the fence. You have to thank them when they win. Right? They don't do that.
I do.
You do. I'm talking about in general Sixers fans because I couldn't find it on Twitter. I don't follow any Sixers Twitter except Hardcore Sports and Mitch and Halftime. So I had to go dig for it. And here's some of the things I found.
Did you actually take screenshots?
No. Well, I sent you a bunch of them, and we could. What I do want you to share is Maxi's after game interview when I'm done with this, though.
Okay. I clipped it. Let me see.
I think I put it in. I think I sent it to you.
Direct DM because I'm telling you right now, I did not get it.
Hold on, I might have sent it to myself.
If you want, I can go get it. It's like
Sure,
not a big deal. Yeah, I got it.
But
I
that
actually
video
clipped it today. Yeah.
means a lot. So let's go back to it. The organization is embarrassing.
Yes.
To me, that's ridiculous to say after one bad loss. And I'll keep repeating this.
Okay, I did it for clickbait. Stop calling me out.
You lose by 40 points. It's terrible. It's debilitating. But we'll get to Maxi's here in a second.
Here, I got it. So whenever you're ready, let me know. I got it.
So I found 3 30-point games this year. This is the first 40-point game, unless there's another one somewhere.
I'm not blaming the pick and roll.
But get rid of the entire team is what people were saying. Get rid of the entire team when half of the team wasn't even playing.
Yep.
Now, Paolo was out, but he was the only one out for that team. I checked. Nobody else was out, just Paolo, their best player. It's okay. We can play that game. Maxi's our best player right now, but without PG and Embiid, that's a difference. I don't even count them. It's Oubre, Edgecombe, and Bona. Now we know how valuable those 3 players are. I was talking to Halftime afterwards in DMs after that game was over.
Yeah.
Look how different this team plays when Edgecombe and Oubre are in the game.
Yep.
Did they play good defense last night, Mitch?
No.
No. Edgecombe, Bona, Oubre. What do they do really well?
My bad.
What do they do really well? Defense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
You're missing your arguably three of their best defensive players. Of course, they're not going to play as good a defense. So here's another one. We need taller players, someone said.
Good luck with that. Like, where you gonna find?
Wait, did you send that to me?
No, this was in halftime chat.
Oh, I'm like, wait, you didn't send it to me.
Blame the owners was the first one, which is like, if you're going to blame the owners, you got to praise the owners when they win. I'd already said that one. And don't get me wrong. I'll say it a million times because I don't want people to misinterpret what I'm saying. It's a terrible way to play. To lose that way is horrible. Here's another one. It was rigged. Dude,
You know how many times a day I hear that?
but listen though, and you know how I feel about that. However,
Yeah.
if you're going to rig a game, it's not 40 points.
No one's betting that under.
No, you go around the line when it's a rigged game or people are shaving points. Here's another good one. This team is unwatchable without Embiid. Huh?
iPhone charging.
What does that even mean? We've only had him.
Bing bang, bing bang, bing.
We've only had him for how many games, Mitch? 2? 3?
3, he missed 8. So
Well, how are they saying now?
no,
team
we
is
had Embiid more than that.
unwatchable? This was in Twitter somewhere. The team is unwatchable with Embiid. Huh?
Did you send that one to me?
No, it was just it was one I found late last night. Here's another one.
Eh.
The coach has lost the locker room. I'm sorry. Were you in the locker room recently? Have you heard?
Okay,
Did these people hear the conversations in the locker room? Can you?
I'm with you on that one, but
Can
with the
you-
Eagles, that's a whole different story.
Well, but how can you say? I get it. You're upset. You lose by 40. It's horrible. It's debilitating. I will not say disgusting, disgrace, or embarrassing, though.
Will you stop calling me out?
Well, that wasn't even. You just fell into the same pit everyone else is going. But it was just this plethora of garbage being spilled out of frustration. And it's like, no, wrong, Butterfly. It's Tyrese Maxey. That's the
Yep, it's Tyrese Maxey now.
Yeah.
But when you're missing your
Last
3
year.
defensive players, when you're missing the $100 billion players, which I'm not even talking about, Embiid and PG, I'm really not even considering them. Here's another one. Fire the medical staff. Okay, if anyone wants, and Mitch, I'll call you out on this one too.
I got my headphones on. What?
If you want to fire the medical staff, name one of them.
I can't even name any.
Exactly. The how can you call for someone's job? You don't know their name. You don't know what they do. You don't know what they've done. You've never had a conversation with them. You don't know how they talk about these injuries and stuff. It sucks to have a bunch of injured players. No shit. But to say fire the medical team, you can't even name one. That makes no sense to me. All this combined doesn't make an excuse for a 40-point loss. It still sucks.
It's one game.
It's one game. And guess what? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. How many games are in an NBA season?
82 plus playoffs.
We're in game 17.
Hold on. 6, 7
Game
plus
17.
13. 15.
Let's talk about the Eastern Conference champions. Where were they at after 20 games last year? Pacers sucked last year after 20 games.
Yeah.
And guess what they did? They made a run for it. There's nothing to say, and I hate to do the if healthy shit again. And it, like I said, not even talking about Embiid or PG. This is what frustrates me with fans that think they know it all. But I get it. You're allowed to be upset when your team loses by 40. But to say things like this, why? Why? Why would you want to get rid of the whole team that started out 5-1, Can they not rationalize? And it's not only Philly fans. Let's be real. Other teams' fan bases do the same thing.
Oh yeah.
But we saw a glimpse of the old PG the other night, healthy, starting out 8 points in the first 5 minutes, rebounding, passing,
Defending.
defending. Because when you're playing with VJ and Oubre and Bona, they're playing defense. The whole team's defense raises up. And it's just frustrating how fans want to give up after game 17. You get blown out. You know what I mean?
And you have these people pay for verifications just so their stupid opinions can be heard.
But I'm not knocking anybody to be sad about it or be upset about it. But to say that someone should lose their job over one game is really dumb.
Right. Yep.
And it's just like, I mean, I get it. When you're that upset about your team, you're just saying whatever comes to your mind. So I'm not personally attacking anybody that was in Mitch's chat or Halftime's chat or even JJ's chat. I was in all 3 streams last night watching the game, bouncing around.
Don't even get me
But it's
started with
you
JJ's
can't
chat.
give up on your team this early. If this was right before the postseason, sure, then I'd give a lot more credit to people that want to be upset. Because they didn't have their team.
Right.
Like literally. And I know, Mitchell, when I was in your chat yesterday, we were saying the same thing. You're not going to use injuries as an excuse. You still compete.
You got to know. You got to be aware. So I'm not using. Yeah.
And can you put a little bit on a Nick Nurse because he's got to adjust? That's a lot of adjustments to have, though. So that's a tough job for him. You're basically dealing with 5 of your top 7 out. So, do you expect to win? Probably not. At home, you should expect to win, even losing some players. And here's another thing. You start to see, we talk year after year, bench players are so important. Grimes coming off the bench. And Anthony Black, came off the bench last night.
31. 31 points.
He didn't play in the second half. He barely played in the second half.
He played.
Barely.
I know, but he played.
That how do you let a star come off your bench and blossom, then you don't play him in the second half? They already won the fucking game. It was over.
Yeah.
It was over at the end of the third quarter. And we talked about this, Mitch, too. We can't say the Sixers suck in the third quarter no more. Because they actually started, they were down 41 at half.
Yeah.
They chipped away at that. They were down 30. You can't come back from 40 in one quarter.
Right.
You almost need the other team to miss every shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless you got Klay Thompson in his prime hitting, 10 threes in a row, you're not coming back in one quarter.
But I here's another thing. When my team loses, I'm a big Steeler fan. When they lose bad games like they did last week, I'm not, my first instinct isn't to blame someone. I'm hoping they get better. Like I see that so much with fans. It's not just Philly fans, but it's like we must blame someone.
Right.
I saw that with the Eagle stuff. Fly Like an Eagle podcast. I watch it with you guys. You guys were trying to blame people. It's not really about blame. It's about.
We were mad.
Of course. Play the
We were
Tyrese thing because this BDB's in the building. What's up, Big Daddy Beard? Because this kind of summarizes the attitude you should have after one of the worst losses.
Let's show you this one. And then, is there an echo?
No, you're good.
Okay. I thought I heard an echo. My bad. I hate to share the screen process on the StreamYard. All right, ready? And
Orlando to get out and the run that they had.
hold on.
Tyrese, I guess, what happened in that second quarter that allowed Orlando to get out and the run that they had?
He spanked us. That's all it is to it.
Let me know when you want to pause it.
No, keep going.
I guess like what do you gotta maybe tell your teammates or tell the team out there?
Flush it. Flush it. Gotta flush that one. That's not.
Did you say pause it?
No, keep going. It's
Oh,
real
okay.
short.
Oh, we are. Flush that one. You ready to play? Thanksgiving and you ready to play.
That's it. That's the whole thing.
Very short-handed right now, but you've been able to climb out of a lot of holes. You battle back, and
Yeah, we don't need anything. That's all I needed to say.
and you guys are able to.
What?
That's not who we are. That's what he said. That's how you should attack it. That's not our team. That's not who we are. Flush it. It's one game. That's what I wanted out of my team's fan base. I got the complete opposite. A bunch of fucking crybabies that want to blame somebody. I love you, Philly, the Sixers, but you can't overreact like that with one game. Like right now, more than ever, even if this wasn't my team, I want them to come back and make the playoffs and win the first round series. So I can say, all you fair weather fucking fans, find another team because you gave up after 17 games.
Mm-hmm.
It's pathetic.
What is up, Lumen?
Pathetic is a better word to use. Not embarrassing, disgrace, or disgusting. It's pathetic. And that's the fans' reactions. You're allowed to be mad. You're allowed to be pissed off. And I just needed to get this off of my chest because last night, and I'm not angry. I was laughing my stomach.
I wasn't angry too. That's the thing. I wasn't angry too.
No, and you shouldn't be. Now, if this was Game 7 of the second round to go into the conference finals and you lose by 40, yeah, consider firing people because they didn't adjust and stuff like that. Season's not even close to being over. And let me go back. I'm going to keep repeating this. Oubre, Edgecombe, Bona changes the way this team plays. For those that say this guy right here, who's my favorite player, who is the man at Philly, he leads the team, but he's not the whole team. They have a team behind him now, and I'm not talking about Embiid and PG. They have a solid team that can make a run without those two huge contracts because Maxi's an MVP candidate. Edgecombe can still be a Rookie of the Year candidate. He's going to have to, contend with Knuppel and stuff now because he's going fucking crazy too.
LaMelo Ball requested a trade.
That was another one, Lumen, that I heard. And I'm not knocking on you because I agree with a lot of things that Lumen's been saying recently. How can they be wasting his
Happy
talent?
Thanksgiving, David.
I mean, like Maxey was out there busting his hump, down 30 or 40, still going to the basket. Or Maxey's hero ball needed to stop last night. I heard that one too. What?
Oh, I wonder who that came from.
What? That's his game. We
He
should
had
be
no-
happy we got a guy that likes to take over and wants to be the closer. And look
It's
at
nice
his
to-
attitude.
hold
in
on.
that interview.
It's nice to have one.
Yeah. We
It's
thought
nice to have
Embiid
one.
was the closer, the guy that could take over a game. He's not. He's not. Maxey is, and he has no fear trying to do it. I
Right.
know, right, Lumen? Exactly. Imagine. And Maxey's just starting.
Yep.
He went from 20 points a game to 25 last year. Now he's averaging 30. What more do you want? There is no next step. No one averages 40 a game. But it's like, I don't know. I try to be an optimist for the most part. And it frustrates me when people, not just negativity, like I keep saying, ad nauseum. You're allowed to be mad. You're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to be pissed when your team loses by 40. It's debilitating. It rips your heart out when you see them start 5-1 and now they're close to 500. It sucks. But if you got to be real about it,
It's like crazy.
5 of your 7 top players are out.
We have the injury bug again.
And yeah, you want to be frustrated about that? Go for it because it sucks. But I've said this a million times too. Would you rather have this happen right before the postseason or now when it can still be fixed?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about Embiid and PG. I'm going to keep repeating that because this team does not need those two to win. They proved it in the first 6 games.
All right. Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of? Just
What?
going back in time to 95 when the Rockets just won the championship. They started the year off really bad. Same situation.
did.
Not so much the injury bug, but they looked terrible. They just looked discombobulated. They didn't look like a team that just won the championship a couple months earlier. And they were not looking great until the All-Star break.
Yeah.
And they turned their season around. So it's, like you said, it's game 17. There is a lot of months between now and the All-Star break to turn things around.
I mean, when you're 5-1 and you have the fan base have some hope, that it kind of filled you up, made you feel good about your team. People weren't saying we're going all the way, but they were saying, wow, we can do this without Embiid and PG. And who do you have? And listen, let's be real. They fucked up with the contracts in Embiid and PG. But then they you get Maxey, you get Edgecombe, you get Bona, you get Yabu last year. You get all these players. You have to be thankful for your upper management, or else we'd be 1-16.
I just gotta say this right now. I'm liking this from Dark Lumen. Everything he has said so far.
Yeah,
has
Lumen's
been,
on point tonight. Shout out to Lumen, man.
Like Lumen? Shout out to you, bro. Like, damn.
But to come out and be the get rid of the whole team, blaming the owners and stuff after one bad loss. I'll never get that frame of mind. I'll never understand it. I kind of get it, mainly because it's not this Sixers name, not this logo, but the word Philadelphia.
What about Philip?
I can't stand that either. It just seems like I call them fair weather Philadelphia fans.
Gee, who was right about them all along? Me.
Actually, let me play devil's advocate for a little bit. So I was in that kind of situation where I wanted the owners to sell team, not with the Rockets, but with the Texans.
Yeah.
Just to backtrack a little bit. So they just come off they started the year off really bad. They won 9 in a row. They started the year 0-3. They ended up winning 9 in a row, make it to the playoffs. They got blown out by the Chiefs, 24-0. Good God. But no, anyway, so after that disaster class, they traded DeAndre Hopkins, all-pro receiver, for a half-eaten sandwich and David Johnson. They let basically a team chaplain essentially run the organization. I was like, you know what? No, we need fire everybody. Owner, sell the team. Someone buy it, please. I'm begging you. So I guess what I'm saying is I get where some people come from, but it should take more than, a 40-point loss in game 17 of the season versus watching your team being dismantled by a chaplain.
Yeah.
I mean, after Stroud's rookie season, it was like, holy shit, Texans got this, the future's bright. They're going to add a couple pieces. We're going to make runs for Super Bowls the next 5-6 years. And it started to crumble. So yeah, that's a good comparison. Different scenarios, but the idea behind it, the same thing.
6-7. Yeah, that's how you do that.
Giving up completely already is just ludicrous to me, man.
Here's another player you forgot to mention, Blaze, the one who never gave up, Grimes. Have you seen Grimes?
He'll never give up. He played for Coach Sampson.
I love Grimes, and I thought he wasn't going to be back on the team. I thought he would take that milk somewhere else.
Here's the thing about Grimes, and I think Halftime and Coach were talking about it on their show. He's got that $8 million contract right now, and he's out to prove himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he's going to prove that he deserves 20, 25, maybe even 30 next year. Guess what team can't afford that next year? They got to win now. That's what I mean. So, the shit with Embiid is frustrating. That's why I've taken that out of the picture. The PG thing, it's frustrating. That's why I took that out of the picture, too. You got a hardcore young base of these players that are doing so well. Hopefully, Watford can come back. I mean,
he's out for He's out for a couple of weeks with the adductor strain.
Yeah, and then that's one of those injuries that's really tough to come. You don't want to rush them back on something.
When you said groin in the chat, I'm like, I didn't even know what it was because I didn't even see it.
Crotch.
Huh?
He was grabbing his crotch when he was laying on the ground. I'm like, holy shit, did he pull his fucking groin? And those are super sensitive.
And then Edwards got injured, and then he came back in.
Yeah. He's a warrior, man. That dude's a big piece to the puzzle.
I know you're a huge Edwards fan.
He's not going to be what he was coming out of high school, top 10 prospect. But to see that he could be a great piece to a puzzle. And it's frustrating when you finally got all these pieces, despite the fuck ups with the contracts of Embiid and PG, to still be contention we were looking at Halftime and Coach were looking at the standings in the East too. between 1 and 10, there's like a couple games.
Mhm.
Like you go on a run, you're first, second, or third all of a sudden. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that the team gets a little bit more healthy and can make a nice run. Even without Embiid and PG, I got to keep saying that because then people are going to go, oh.
Have you did you write down any more stuff you found in your research? Any more like from other Philly people?
I mean, the ones that I sent you right away were the ones that started, me like, are you kidding me? Like, but once again, I'm not totally against it because you lost by 40. It's pretty bad, but to completely like, I'm trying to remember the ones I sent you.
Mhm. I mean, you know what bothers me even worse than that? It's just like trying to tell other Sixers fans how to think, and that just bothers me the most. So I'm actually going to play a clip.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not telling any fan how to react. I'm just reacting to their reactions. Everyone's entitled to react however they want. I have never been the type of person to tell anyone how to think, how to be, how to feel, or what. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Hey, Timothy, what is up? I know Sixers lost to Magic. Sorry for your loss, and Sixers still a mid team. We can't be totally happy about until Embiid and PG is solved, especially Paul George.
Nah,
So,
PG and Embiid stuff doesn't matter, people. 5-1 without them.
all right, ready? You're gonna laugh.
Somebody at this point that is saying, well, at least the Sixers will get their guys back later on and be healthy for the playoffs, and they'll manage it until the playoffs. You are absolutely delusional. Embiid misses.
Just that line alone just frustrates me.
You don't need those guys. And as strange as this may sound, I think PG can be more valuable than Embiid.
Yeah, he is because of defense.
And the fact that you have, I've talked about this last week, Maxey, Edgecombe, McCain, Grimes, they're all really good outside and inside players. You don't need a force inside. You need a Dembona. You need a blocker and a couple rebounders. Drummond, who's playing out of his freaking mind recently. Everyone's forgetting that. Everyone wrote him off last year. Now he's getting 10 boards with his right eye closed and his left arm behind his back. And Mr. Corner 3. Like 8 corner threes this year.
How is Drummond doing this?
So, I mean, and I do put some of it on Nick Nurse going forward, not what happened now. But now he's got to find the pieces to the puzzle because you got different starting lineups every night. I think someone said last night this is their 11th different starting lineup in 17 games. That's insane.
Not shocking.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
That means you don't have your team. Remember the Suns? Was it last year or the year before? Whenever they had the big three, but they never played together.
The last 2 years, basically.
Same thing.
You know who the Sixers' big three are? Maxey, Edgecombe, and McCain. There ain't no Paul George or Embiid.
McCain or Oubre?
Either one, or Grimes. The third one can rotate.
Okay.
And that's a good problem to have.
Yep.
Because it brings depth. You know how many teams out there wishes they had 4 shooters like that and an Oubre?
Mm-hmm.
But it's all up to health right now, and nobody can predict that. And because that's been the biggest problem in the past, 7 or 8 years, is the team's never healthy. So how can you count on your team or be positive about your team when you never have your full team? I get that, Sixer fans. I do. But let's move on. We've wasted way too much time on the Sixers. Shout out to
good.
Draymond Green.
All right, Rios, I'm going to start out with you on this one. The John Morant saga continues with him and Klay Thompson. Did you even see what happened with that, or do I have to?
I saw bits and pieces of it. Basically, he was talking trash to him when he was in street clothes, which is
my
brother in Christ. What are we doing?
Shut up.
Like, if you're playing on the court, you want to talk trash to him, cool. You can say a few things to him, but you got to keep in mind, this dude was one of the Splash Brothers, 4-time NBA champion. Like, come on. Part of one of the greatest dynasties the NBA has seen. Like, lower your voice a little bit, especially if you're not even playing, bro. Like,
Thank you.
what are we doing?
Here's another thing. This goes back years ago when the Grizzlies beat the Warriors in one game. Then the Warriors won the championship and called the Grizzlies clowns or whatever.
Shut up,
So,
Brian.
yep, shout out to you.
Mark Rubin, he's on
That's-
point again. In no world can Jaw say anything to Clay. I'm 100% with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
I've said it before.
Yeah.
Jaw ain't going nowhere until he gets out of Memphis. He's trapped there. Him and Zion are trapped in those teams. They ain't going nowhere because obviously it seems like management doesn't know how to wrangle in and control and get Ja to understand, stop doing dumb shit. Clay, on the other hand, let me play a little bit of devil's advocate. Not that he can't talk because he has, like Mitch said yesterday, he has the resume to talk about it. But dude's been a fucking flop this year.
The whole Mavericks team, let's be honest.
He's doing nothing. But if he's that good, if he was that great of a splash brother, he would elevate that team with his shooting and his mindset and his resume. But he's not.
I think it would be better if Kyrie was there. It would be better if AD was there. That's what I believe now.
Of course it would. But that's like saying Maxey would be better if Embiid and PG were playing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can use that as part of it. But Klay Thompson I'm starting to second guess whether he's as legendary and amazing and Hall of Famer as he should be, because it seems like Steph kind of made him. Until he goes somewhere and proves it on his own. Is he Scottie Pippen? Now, Pippen is great. He was on the dream team. I'm not knocking Pippen at all. But I'm just saying, you can argue Pippen could carry his own team and do really well, but could Clay? Doesn't seem like it.
No, I think he's a really great Robin, but I do think that ACL and the other injuries he had over the years, I think it's just sapped whatever's left of his game.
That too. Definitely plays a big part in it. It sucks because I love Clay. I think he's one of his pure shot, great shooter, shoot in anybody's face, but he's not doing it anymore. Just like Dark Lumen. Damn, Dark Lumen is on point tonight. Who is this? This is not the Dark Lumen that I know, but I'm loving it. It's true. Just like Rio said, those two injuries. Prime Clay was a beast, but was he a beast because he had Steph? You still got to be a great player. I'm not knocking his game.
He was kind of like Pippen. He was a great two-way player. I don't know about carrying a team, but kind of, Pippen's role, not having to carry the offense, but guarding the other team's best player. He played that role perfectly.
To Mitch's point, I think that was Clay's opportunity to prove, without Kyrie, without AD and all those guys, to prove that he is a superstar, whether Steph is next to him or not. And he hasn't done it. I dropped him off my fantasy. I was like, fuck you, Clay. You're terrible. You're not scoring.
Did you drop Embiid yet?
Butterfly just said, it's just a little distracted. I mean, he's dating Megan Thee Stallion. You know what? I'm not worried about basketball at this point.
Yeah, that's a bunch of horror. I've said before. I mean, when you're younger and your girl's in the stands and stuff like that, you're gonna play a little bit. You're gonna strut a little tougher. You're gonna try to impress her and stuff. I don't give a fuck who you're banging, Clay. Go play basketball and prove that you're a Hall of Famer. Because what he's done this year, making me think Steph is now my number 2 greatest player of all time behind Mike.
You said that before.
Yeah, I'm starting to think, as much as I love Kobe too, and I have him up there, I think Steph is end up being second next to Mike. Because of what he does, no matter who's on Steph's team, no matter if they're great or terrible, he's coming out and he's knocking down shots in your face and drawing the defense out so Draymond, Angel Reese, and the rest of them can play underneath. He's going to be Draymond, Angel Reese for the rest of my life, I think. Now, that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
So, speaking of Draymond, did you see him and Kenyon Martin go back and forth?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
So-
he knocked Kenyon Martin, saying Kenyon Martin was never a real star and shit like that. Shut the fuck up. You're just trying to get people to watch your
Kenyon Martin,
You're an all-star one time.
Kenyon Martin started it. Let's be fair. He started it.
They're both out of the same mold. Let's be real.
Yeah.
These are the type of players you want on your team because they're going to get in the minds of the opponent.
Did you see Kenyon Martin has the worst final play of all time. Did you
Yeah.
see that?
He's a big
Like,
mouth. And right now, Kenyon Martin's irrelevant. Now he's relevant because he opened his mouth. Now we're talking about it's not on my bingo card. Did we be talking about Kenyon Martin today?
Hey, James.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think the last time I heard from Kenyon Martin was when he would try to criticize Jeremy Lin for having braids, but Kenyon Martin had Chinese markings on his arm. Like, bro, come on.
I know. Don't throw stones if you live in a glass house and all shit like that.
Yeah, but the
We're in
thing.
the world of podcasts where people have. I mean, I just went on a half an hour rant about Sixer fans.
Yeah, but Kenyon Martin kind of named 200 players that are better than Draymond. Like,
I could probably do that too.
I mean, that's not
At least 50. I could name 50, probably 100
like current players or like overall.
overall.
Oh, all time.
Overall,
I,
easy.
I need to find that clip. Hold
Mr.
on.
Triple Single, it shouldn't be too hard to find 200 players better than him.
Let's say Golden State didn't draft Draymond Green. Maybe the Pistons did because he was from Michigan State or something like that. Maybe Washington or Charlotte got him. Does Draymond have the same career?
Absolutely.
Hell no. He still fouls out of 50% of his games, I'm sure. He still gets technical fouls and probably gets fined a bunch of times. Kicking
He gets
people in the
suspended
game
more though.
like that. Yeah.
I guarantee you that.
He should be, and let me say this too. He's a super valuable part of that Golden State dynasty. I'm not knocking that at all, because you have that bruiser guy inside to get in people's minds. That mentally takes people out of their games as well. So I'm not knocking. Like I just said, I would love to have the Bill Laimbeer, the Dennis Rodman, the Draymond Angel Reese. To have all those players on your team is valuable.
Names power forwards better than Draymond. So here we go. He said he can name 200 power forwards better than Draymond.
Oh, power forwards.
Yeah, not even players overall. He's just saying power forward.
Jesus.
That you know what that is? Lip service.
200 people better at basketball than Draymond Green. We're talking about basketball, skill set of basketball. I can name 200 people that I think are better at basketball than you. That's people.
That's funny.
I dumbed it down to power forwards.
I hate the caption thing.
I dumbed it down to just power forwards.
Huh?
Because it's always messed up.
Yeah.
Howard are the
People that are really good at basketball, man. Like all around, they do things more than just score. They do that, like they play basketball. Their skill set is that, like they really good though.
Just get to the.
So let's go down this. Should we go down this list?
Shoot you 50 power forward.
50. So this is a list of. I was gonna cut it short.
All right.
Then right. So here is Kenyon's power forward list.
He's
Mount
poking the bear.
Go down this. So watch this. So we got Giannis, Anthony Davis, Dirk, Charles Barkley, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Dennis Rodman, Karl Malone, Chris Webber, Amari Stoudemire, Chris Bosh, Rasheed Wallace, Pau Gasol, Elton Brand, Antoine Jameson, Zach Randolph, Carlos Boozer, David West, Jermaine O'Neal, Sean Kemp, Derek Coleman, Clifford Robinson, Danny Manning, Larry Johnson, Ben Baker, LaMarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin.
Huh?
Vin Baker?
Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah.
He put Derek Coleman there. Like
Derek, you probably too young for Derek Coleman.
He was
but
a
Derek
beast.
Coleman was.
with the Nets, yes, but with the Sixers now.
You know what Derek Coleman did that Draymond didn't? He was a scorer.
Yeah.
Draymond was a scorer.
Consistently.
Yeah.
Kevin Love, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Al Jefferson, Drew Gooden, Josh Smith, Tim Thomas, Antoine Walker, Lamar Odom, Jason Williams, Horace Grant, Otis Thorpe, Paul Millsap, Jawan Howard, David Lee, Joe Smith, Al Harrington, Rashard Lewis, Brian Grant, Tom Chambers, Kevin McHale, Nene, and for shits and giggles, you ain't better than Popeye Jones, Bo Outlaw, Reggie X.
That's good.
Just for
He's
shits and
being facetious.
Just because I like what they did for their team.
And that's his opinion. You can't say he's wrong.
I like what they did for their team. This is, and I Kirk Thomas, PJ Brown, Dale Davis, Antonio Davis. Hey, I can.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong on like 98% of those names. He's not wrong.
He's a niche type player. He's the bruising, rebounding, trash talking. He's not scoring 20 points a game. Can he do it? Can he shoot a three every once in a while? Sure.
He's Angel Reese, like you said.
Yeah, he's Draymond Reese. I'm telling you. He gets his me bounds. He talks trash when he doesn't even need to. Gets in people's faces that he has no business getting in people's faces. Kicking people in the dick and stuff and acting like he did nothing. Draymond is a great player. Don't get it twisted. I'm not knocking his ability. He was a great piece to that dynasty. But, yeah, he's talking all time. Power forwards only. And he's trying to make a point.
Yeah.
Draymond thinks he's like top 10 power forward of all time.
No.
He's nowhere close.
Add 2 zeros to that. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
1,000.
So let me ask you guys this. Draymond Green retires after this year. Is he a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'd say borderline, and I don't think he is. I think if he gets in, it's going to be like 5th, 6th ballot, maybe down the line.
I didn't say first ballot.
Hell no.
I didn't say first. I did not
Oh,
say
you
first.
did. I
I'm
thought
just
you
saying.
did.
No.
To me, and I've said this before, Hall of Fame is a pedestal. You don't put players in Hall
What
of
about LeBron with the second jacket?
I'm just saying.
That pisses you off, and I just had to say that.
I don't think just anybody who did well. Okay, let's do it this way then. Clay or Draymond, which one would you put in the Hall?
Okay, which one's 6? Which one's 7? I had to. You did that.
If you had to pick one between the two, one's going in the Hall, one's not.
Easily, Clay.
Who's more valuable to that team? Both are very valuable. Don't get it twisted. And I think Lumen's got, eventually Draymond probably gets in because of how valuable of a piece he was. I mean, when he's all said and done, you look at his statistics because of the longevity too. It's going to be kind of impressive. Not the points per se, but rebounds and just.
Hey, Vic.
Like our boy Halftime says all the time, stats don't tell the whole story.
And then he goes and reads the stats, so I don't want to tell him that.
It's not the whole story. It's still part of the story. And Halftime's never said it's not the story at all, but it's not the main. You can tell with the eye. If you've watched Draymond Green, you know how valuable he was to that team. I mean,
He's the heart of the team.
If he didn't get didn't he get didn't he get suspended for that one finals? And isn't that the one that LeBron won?
3-1.
Yeah.
He came out from 3-1.
He got suspended. What was it? Game 5?
You can arguably say if Draymond was still in there, take one of LeBron's chips away from him and give another one to Steph. It's a possibility because I'm not knocking Draymond's importance to that team. He's Kelly Oubre. He's that third or fourth or fifth player on that team.
How many times did he win Defensive Player of the Year?
I don't know. Did he?
4 times? Really?
It was like 3 or 4. I'm looking up just in
I think
case.
that speaks more to the lack of defensive. A guy like Draymond Green is winning Defensive Player of the Year.
But I'll give him credit for his defense because when you got a big, he could play linebacker.
Oh, it's only once. Where'd I get 4 from?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't remember him winning that many.
Where'd I get 4 from?
Even the one is
where
borderline.
I'm knocking him, and I didn't talk anything about his defense. And anybody who wins even one Defensive Player of the Year is pretty damn good. He's got rings, so he could always use that argument.
He's got one more. He got one more Defensive Player of the Year than LeBron.
Yeah, there you go. If you want to be the GOAT, you should have at least one Defensive Player of the Year award.
At the end of the day, basketball is a two-way sport.
Yep. And it's a team sport. And Draymond is proof of that. He's not a legend. He's a great player. I'm not knocking his ability, but I wouldn't put him in the legend status.
No, he's an elite role player, but at the end of the day, you're still a role player. Like, you're not going to be first, second, third, not even fifth.
If you take him out of there, it's a good point, Dark Lumen. We could also sit here and name probably 100 players at Kenyon's position that were better than him.
I think we can.
That first thing Draymond said is, Kenyon, you made one All-Star. That's it. So it's like, what's Kenyon Martin's claim to fame? That he was bully ball player too?
The Nets team.
You know what they should do?
Yeah.
In the offseason, Put the gloves on. Kenyon versus Draymond. Jake Paul
got-
can be in the main event. Kenyon and Draymond.
I got Draymond. I got
would like
Draymond.
that. I don't know.
I mean,
if
Kenyon
Kenyon's
Martin's
too
almost
old.
60 years old, so I would hope so.
Yeah. Let him. Yeah. What's the age difference between those two? Why are they?
At least 20 plus years, if not more. Come on, Kenyon Martin was like in his late 20s, early 30s when he was on that Nets team.
Yeah.
Like he's
All
got
Star Weekend.
He's 4. Yeah, he's 47.
I thought he was older than that.
And Draymond's 35. So still 12 years. 12 years is a lot of time when you're talking, NBA. So it's like,
Wasn't Kenyon Martin like 6'10", 260 or something like that?
yeah, Kenyon. He was. I don't want to look at. Dude, don't look at it.
What?
Career stats.
Who?
Kenyon Martin averaged 1.8 points a game his last 2 years.
Yep.
With the Knicks, 4.3, 7.2, 5.2, 8.6. Man, Kenyon Martin, you don't got much room to talk, bro. Because as much as I hate to side with Angel Reese Green, if you do a top 200, I think Draymond's higher than Kenyon Martin.
Yeah.
So it's like that would be my bottom line argument if I'm Draymond. Let's look at a top 300 and see how many people would rank Kenyon over Draymond. Maybe people
Right.
that were Nets fans, not Warrior fans or something, but it's like, I don't know.
Yep.
He only had one season where Kenyon averaged 10. He averaged 10 rebounds. Oh, that was only 2 games. My bad. Never mind. He played 2 games that year. Yeah, Kenyon Martin played 2 games in 1 year, 11 games, 18 games.
Jesus.
But then he had 42, 48, 50. But he has 4 seasons where he's 11, 18, and 2. Probably injuries, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he was pretty injured from what I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, Lumen,
Who?
that would be, I mean, if I was Draymond, you don't really have to argue much with him. Unless you want to play the game and go back and forth, just say, pretty sure I'm ranked a little higher than you all time. That would be the bottom line. End of story.
Yep. I'm telling you, Draymond Green, he can go back and forth. He can kick people in the nuts as well.
Yeah, if you're going to talk trash, well, Kenyon can't anymore. He's not playing. Do it on the court. And try to get
Yeah.
someone's head. Make it beneficial. This is just banter back and forth for shit. Like he said, shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Kenyon Martin pretty much summarized this whole beef with that comment right there. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to throw in a couple of them.
Yeah,
He-
that is true, Vic. That is true. That is true.
Understatement.
Yep. All right. Let's go to the predictions here. Unless you guys want to talk about LaMelo and DeMar DeRozan.
Well, the LaMelo thing, real quick, I could go through both of them.
Yep.
Until the organization says that he's up for a trade, I don't believe it. He's never even said he wanted out of there. People twisted his words and put it out there that he needs to go out because of whatever reason. He never came out and said,
I've been saying that for God knows how long.
you were one of them. But until the player says, until the organization, more so than the player, says, you know what, we're looking forward to the future. LaMelo's been a great part of this organization, but we will be looking for suitors for him before the trade deadline. You never know, and he's for it as well. We've never heard anything like that yet.
No, I think it's going to be him forcing his way out. I don't think Charlotte's going to be the one that initiates the trade talks. It's going to be him. He's going to eventually tell him, "Hey, I want to trade me."
And what was the other one, Mitch?
DeMar DeRozan, the Clippers are interested in him.
Oh, Zach Levine's got to go with him wherever he goes.
Package deal.
I'm going to say this. If DeMar DeRozan goes to the Clippers, that's going to make him worse, not better. It's going to keep on going down. I'm telling you, it's not going to work.
Yeah, I don't really see DeMar DeRozan as a needle mover in the right direction. I kind of agree with Mitch. Probably the opposite direction. He's not much of a defender. I mean, he's streaky shooter. I mean, what does he bring that's going to help?
He's not a 3-point shooter either.
Nope.
No spring chicken either. He ain't no youngin' that's coming that's going to play a bunch of years for your team. I mean, he's been around for a little while. Could he help a team that's making a run for a title? Sure, he could be a valuable asset off the bench. Does he want to play off
the bench?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Does he want to play off the bench?
Sabonis on the Warriors makes them a contender. I could see it because the Warriors, they're one of their weaknesses, besides them being one of the older teams in the league, is they don't really have like a dominant big leader.
Yeah, no inside.
You got Giannis in the West. You got Sengun in the West. You got to contend with the Rockets also having Steven Adams and Clint Capella. Like, they're not superstars, but they are able to body, these skinnier centers. And you also got the Thunder with Chet Holmgren. Like, they got a lot of big bodies in the West. You got to be able to compete, and they don't really have a true center that can compete with those guys.
And now I can honestly say, after the 20 games or so, Kuminga's in the same category for me as Ja and Zion. He got to get out of there. They're never giving him the opportunity he deserves. It doesn't. Even at this point, they're not. I mean, maybe they're seeing something we don't know, though. You don't know. Maybe Kuminga is overblown and he's not as good as people think he is. Maybe that's the case. I don't know, but I don't think we'll be able to tell anything about those three players until they're in a different organization.
Yeah, it could be a situation where they blossom like SGA and Halliburton, or it could be where they flop.
That's a great comparison. If he goes to those three players, can go to a different team and be that type of player, just like Halliburton and them. Just like Brunson. Brunson goes to New York, and you ask. I think it was someone from who's the Dallas owner.
Mark Cuban.
Yeah, they asked Cuban, and he was like, Brunson wasn't the JB was now back in. Grimes wasn't the Grimes, but these players that have been gone from Dallas back in the day, they weren't the same players when they were in Dallas. Same thing as SGA wasn't the same with the Clippers. Halliburton wasn't the same with the Kings.
Mm-hmm. You can even go even further back with James Harden. He was the sixth man on the Thunder. Oh, he'll be an okay player.
Yep.
Yeah.
As much as I hate James garbage, and I don't care who you're playing against, you drop. What did he do? 35 in the first half the other night or something?
Yeah, something crazy. And he's almost 40 years old, and he's in the buckets. Yeah.
And listen, I don't care if you're playing the Nets or the Hornets or the Wizards. That's still impressive. That's me complimenting James Garbage.
Yeah.
And I'll still compliment.
This is the thing, guy. A few years ago, averaged almost 50 points in a month, a calendar month. I'm like, geez.
Now that I could see first ballot Hall of Famer. I just don't like the guy.
Yeah, James Harden. Yeah, that's the first.
He definitely deserves.
He won't have any rings, but first ballot easily.
He's not. Yeah, he's not. I mean, he's not the same as he was obviously back in the day, but he can still do that, which is impressive to me. You're falling off. You don't do that.
No.
I'm sure he didn't play the whole second half either, which he probably could have dropped 60 or 65 if he did.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get to the score predictions. Pistons and Celtics are on right now, and the Celtics are up 86-83.
Games tonight, Mitch.
Huh?
I thought there were no 7 o'clock games tonight.
My game is at 7:30, the one I'm streaming. Yeah, and then the Knicks at Charlotte. Knicks.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
Unless they pull the Sixers to get blown up by 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Bucks at the Heat. No Giannis. Giannis is out.
I forgot to say earlier. I was talking to halftime or someone about it. I said, I'm gonna go back to my original argument about being so mad about the 40-point loss. If you're that mad and you want to give up, you obviously don't watch enough basketball, because I've seen times a team will lose by 40 and the next game or 2 games later, they're going to win by 30. I mean, that shit happens. These are professional athletes. It can flip-flop within a game or two sometimes. I just forgot to mention that earlier.
Yep. The Bucks at the Heat. Giannis is out.
I'm going Heat.
I'm going Heat.
I'll still pick the Bucks. I think Ryan Hollins is really playing some great basketball, man. He pressed the shit out of me recently. And that's what happens. That's what's supposed to happen when your main player is out. You never know who off the bench or someone steps up and is now a really important part of your team. I think that he's starting to be one.
Mm-hmm. All right. Pacers at the Raptors. I got Raptors.
Toronto's on a roll right now.
Who said that at the beginning of the season? Me.
Who cares? What do you want, a cookie?
Yes, I'll take a cookie. Yes. All right, Rios, you're going Raptors too?
I'm gonna go Pacers. Go opposite.
Okay. Okay.
Pacers are the team I've said before, even without Halliburton, they can still make noise.
Yep. Timberwolves at the Thunder. This is the game I'm streaming.
That's speaking of the Timberwolves, that's a landing spot I've heard for Ja a lot. Put him next to him, because the thing that Minnesota's missing right now is a point guard. And I kind of think that would really help them out. And I think Ja wouldn't need to be 25, 30 points a game. He could be the point guard, the highlight reel, and Ant could be the man there. That would be a hell of a tandem. With that saying, I'm not picking the Timberwolves.
I'm taking the Thunder.
Thunder. It's a
Grizzlies at the Pelicans.
Grizzlies.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going Grizzlies.
6-12 team versus a 3-15 team.
Rockets at the Rockets at the Warriors.
That's going to be a really good game.
It's going to be close, but I think the Rockets pull it up, even without Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I mean, it's at Golden State, which helps them a little bit. And the Rockets are playing well, too. Both teams are playing pretty good. Warriors only lost one game at home so far this year, and that's a tough. I see Şengün carrying your boys to a win tonight.
I got Rockets.
Yeah, because like I mentioned earlier, the Warriors' one weak spot is the big man position. They don't have an answer for Şengün because he's shown he can dominate them without.
And he did last year so much, and with Durant out, it's his opportunity to be like, "Hey, don't forget about me." And he doesn't get rid of those baby Jokic comparisons too that people keep saying. I see the similarities, but he is a different type of player to me.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
He's on another planet right now too.
And I got the Spurs at Portland. I got Spurs.
Yeah.
Portland's pretty surprising. They've surprised some teams. I think they pull off an upset.
Your boy Denny Avdija has been playing really well. Fellow Duke, your boy.
Yep.
But with that being said, I'm taking the Spurs.
I'm still going Spurs. I hope if Avdija drops 30.
He could. He could still lose.
Yep. Suns at the Kings. Suns.
I'm picking an upset. I'll take Sacramento at home for some reason. I don't know.
You know, I'm feeling Sacramento too.
I have no idea why, but I just. And I'm a big Booker fan. Devin Booker's huge. He's one of my favorite players, but for some reason I'm thinking Sacktown's going to get the win.
I'll go back to the Lumenport. Draymond did not lock up Şengün. Like,
what's the worst nickname? The Bucks Cream City or the Kings Sacktown?
Whoever's in charge of the ball team needs to be fired.
I want to see them play each other with those uniforms. One says Sacktown, one says Cream City.
Okay, can Grady Dick be traded to one of those teams, please?
Oh God, Grady Dick from Sacktown.
Yeah, or he could get traded to Orlando. I'm waiting for you guys. I'm waiting. There you go, Rios got it.
I know tomorrow. There's no games, but Sixer fans, let me do a 180 on my whole rant earlier tonight. They play the Nets on Friday. If they lose by 30 or more to the Nets, then you can start to panic.
Cam Thomas is out for that game. So.
Paolo Banchero was out last night, bro.
Yeah, but that's not the point. Michael Porter Jr. has been going off of them.
Thank you very much. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Make me some money, brother. MPJ. I got a whole row of cards over there for him that nobody wanted at the last show. I had them lined up. Nobody touched the Michael Porter Jr. card. I wonder if I do that again in a couple months if they're going to buy him now that he's playing well.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. That was the Pick and Roll podcast. We'll catch you all next week. We're gonna move it up
Are
to
you good with
5:30.
5:30, Riaz?
Huh?
Or can you make 5:30, Riaz? That's the question. Because it's us. It's all three of us. I was just saying 5:30 because if there's a 7 o'clock game, we can be done in time to go do a game if you need to or whatever.
5:30 Eastern or
5:30
Eastern.
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 Yeah, I can do that. I'm usually off, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, so 5:30 to 6:30. Just we're cutting it in the middle. We used to do.
That's fine. The only Wednesday I'm not going to be off is the last Wednesday of the month because we have to work all week. But other than that, I'm good.
All right.
Hey, shout out to Dark Lumen in the chat tonight, man. You impressed the shit out of me. Get me a new Dark Lumen.
Yeah.
I said Dark Lumen. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Guys, you'll see me for the Thunder and Timberwolves game in 20 minutes. I'll see you all there. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you all later. And peace.